So Rach, because you've really helped oversee my last year or whatnot on the brand side of things and trying to get more accurate information, I would phrase it, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like just trying to get more information about who I actually am and the truth behind who what I'm passionate about and whatnot out there in front of people. But you've been involved with that for a while, but really heavily over the last year. So what's that experience been like, and what struggles have you faced, and what kind of activations have you tried to do to help turn that around?
Yeah, so obviously I knew you for the last 10 years, so I know who you are as a person. I think I have a very good read on that. I've also seen just how mischaracterized you are in social media and just in the media in general. So I think the biggest struggle that we had first when I really started to help you was we have to change the perception of you. And just this, I mean, to be frank, like, your perception was this selfish kind of person when you and I both knew behind closed doors that you are always trying to help other people, right? But it wasn't, it came across for whatever reason, and for maybe the things you've said in the past or just not said, that you just care about yourself and, it's all about you and that you're not friendly or whatever. So it was changing the perception. I think a lot of it started on Twitter for you, whether it was how you responded and who you responded to. And I know it kind of bothered you at first that you had to do it and that you couldn't just, say and do whatever you felt like, that like most people can do. I can, for the most part do it still. Morgan can kind of say what she wants, but unfortunately you can't.
Yeah, my thought is like, okay, if this person at wherever they're working or in their mom's basement or whatever is going to say whatever they want to me, they should be informed. Like, dumb people need to be told that they're dumb sometimes.
I'm with you, but I'm with you, but it wasn't helpful to build your brand.
Right.
And because you really needed kind of a major course correction. So I think one of the most important things we did starting off was when we got you a PR person. Because again, like, no kind of one of us can handle all of these things. It just doesn't make sense. We hired, obviously, Mel Van Dussen at Burt Communications to, really focus on your PR and just the message that was out there about you and which audiences we got you in front of so we could change it over time. And I think that took several months to even see any change. Because I remember in the beginning, you first would start, tweeting at someone that just a fan that was just saying something nice to you. And you didn't used to respond to people that were just being nice to you. It was only to the people that were taking shots at you. And then it was like, if you even responded something nice, it was like you got people, the trolls responding to that about like saying more mean things. And you were like, nothing I can do, I can't win. You would, do some charity thing and it would completely get looked over, and then people would, or, someone would write about it and then everyone would just comment on it, but don't forget he's such a bad person. And so it took some time, and I think it's one of those unfortunate realities that, it takes a long time to build a reputation and a second to destroy it. And so we really had to work on changing your reputation, and I think Mel really helped with that and kind of getting the right audiences to hear you, and a lot of times that meant people that initially were very vocal about not liking you.
Yeah.
And giving them a chance to just talk to you. Because I think, and I've told you this before, there are very few people that get to know you and that say, I don't like Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
And would you agree?
Absolutely.
I know so many people that will say, oh God, I hate Trevor Bauer. Like, do you know him? I'm like, no, but like, have you seen this stuff? I'm like, okay. But every single person, and I've had people come to me specifically and say, like, wow, he's actually a pretty neat guy. But it's funny because people without knowing you at all have very strong feelings about you.
Yeah, it's polarized. It's either they hate me or they really love me, and there's really not anybody in between, right?
Yeah, there's no one that's just indifferent to Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't exist, which isn't a bad thing because I mean, look, like that a lot of times is really beneficial to have a polarizing identity. I think the problem was in what made me so frustrated by it. It wasn't that you were truly yourself and it was polarizing, which I'd be fine with. And I think you're more or less at that point now. But this polarizing factor you had wasn't even who you were.
Yeah.
It was like they had you branded as this whatever character and it wasn't you.
Yeah, the media kind of created, they take certain little things and then they create this narrative about me, and started in Arizona with a misunderstanding with coaches and a catcher, and then I was branded as a bad teammate, and then any little thing that happened it would just get piled on, and then at some point no information that came out that was contrary to that belief would ever make a dent, because they would just discard the positive and just focus on the negative.
If people want it now, like if they don't like the fact that you're you don't play baseball like a traditional baseball player, the way you train, the fact that just how you use social media and like what he's doing with branding, that's very different. If somebody said, I hate that about Trevor Bauer, he's not a true like traditional baseball player, I would have no problem with that. That I can respect that.
Yeah, I don't need to be everybody's cup of tea.
Right, but that is based on truth. Like their opinion on you is based on truth, and that's all I wanted for you. Because again, like Morgan said, it has to be authentic. And if it's not an authentic brand, then it's gonna come. I mean, it just doesn't work. Like you can't make it grow. And so if it was based in who you were authentically, then fine. But it wasn't, and so it was changing that.